I think university is a time where you find yourself. This is a time where I've truly learnt my potential and what I'm capable of.
We had 24 students from the University of Newcastle come along to Borneo. We spent 3 days in the Borneo jungle and we looked at orangutans in their habitat. It was amazing.
The skills that I've gained over those years and even watched and reflected on how much I've learnt, it amazes me.
I'm the first one in my family to graduate. My dad always said to me, he said, only brain can make a man. That means only knowledge can make a man. And I always had, the voice of my dad in the back of my head, saying that I could do it. Graduation was a major achievement in my life.
I started the university as an able-bodied kid, and then I had an accident after my second year. So that dream as a young kid from a disadvantaged background of throwing that cap and gown into it almost puts a tear in my eye of having that sense of achievement.
I was doing some volunteer work. One of the volunteer boss said to me that if you really like helping people, why don't you become a nurse? I want graduates to be bold, be courageous, and be your best.
I think it is very important to focus on your purpose because there will be a lot of issues, a lot of challenges facing ahead, and being able to overcome each time, I think it's what's important.
It's a wonderful feeling to be an alumni. You have this connection with other alumni, other students who have graduated.
Not just national, but also it's global scale.
Having a community behind you is probably the greatest thing you can have, apart from your family and friends, because it really is just a bigger version of them.
A family that is now around the world.
We've all come together as one, and we're all going to be lifelong friends.
I just enjoy the moment.
Words can't describe it.
It lasts a few seconds, but you really will remember it forever.
The world is your oyster. You really don't know what it's going to be tomorrow. You don't know what it's going to be the next day, but take every single opportunity that comes your way.
Congratulations, graduates.
Congratulations, graduates.
Congratulations, graduates.
Welcome to our global alumni community.
Welcome graduates and guests to this special occasion. To comply with safety regulations, I'd like to point out the emergency exits in the Great Hall. Please note your nearest green emergency exit sign to locate your closest exit. For those with small children, there's a soundproof crying room located in the rear of the Great Hall. The ushers in the hall will be happy to assist if you need to access the crying room. A professional photographer will photograph each graduate as they cross the stage, and a copy of this photograph will be available to all graduates to access and share via their Facebook page. Portrait photography is also available at the graduate reception in the Brennan Room after the ceremony. And as a courtesy to everyone in the room, we ask that you please switch your mobile phone to silent. At the conclusion of today's ceremony, we will instruct each graduate and your guests when it's time to leave your seats. Graduates, in May, you'll be sent an invitation to complete the Graduate Outcomes Survey. This gathers feedback on your higher education experience to improve the experience of future students. We strive to provide the best university experience possible for our students, but this cannot be achieved without your valuable feedback. We would appreciate you watching out for an email to your university account so that you can assist us with this. Some of the terminology used in today's ceremony may be unfamiliar to you. To assist in your appreciation of the ceremony, we've provided a history of graduation and an explanation of terms in the graduation booklet. The academic procession will enter the Great Hall in just a few moments. When the procession enters, could you please rise and remain standing for the singing of the Australian National Anthem. At the conclusion of the ceremony, please rise when the dais party rises and remain standing until the dais party and the graduates have left the hall. We hope you enjoy this very special occasion. Thank you.
rejoice, for we are one and free. We've golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advanced Australia fair. In joyful strains, then let us sing, advanced Australia fair.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this very special graduation ceremony. On behalf of the University of Newcastle, I respectfully acknowledge the traditional custodians, the Pambalong clan of the Awabakal people, and I pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging. As Chancellor of this university and a graduate myself, I'm deeply honoured to be able to celebrate this major milestone in your academic journey. Each of our university's graduates is unique, and each year through these ceremonies we celebrate their success. This year's graduates are indeed an inspiration. Before us sits a group of people whose determination and resilience is remarkable by any measure. We all know that the past 2 years have been unprecedented. The pandemic has had a profound impact on everyone in this room, and the crisis came right on the heels of major natural disasters, floods and fires, which had already taken a toll on many of our students. This ceremony acknowledges your drive and determination to succeed. Graduates, today you take with you a degree from one of the finest institutions in the world. Newcastle is acknowledged for delivering excellence in education to some 39,000 students. Our degree programs are designed to prepare you for life and work after you graduate and connect you with your industries and communities. Similarly, our research is focused on delivering impact and innovation, with a steady focus on working with partners to support the development of our regions. The university's focus on excellence in education and research sits hand in glove with a long-held commitment to equity. We offer the opportunity of education to students from all walks of life who have talent and determination. 1/4 of our students are from low socioeconomic backgrounds, and we have the largest number of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander students of any Australian university. We're proud of every student, and we're committed to providing the best learning environment and opportunities to help them realise their potential. Today's celebration of the completion of your studies marks another important milestone, your entry into the University of Newcastle's alumni network, our global network, and you're in very good company. Dr. Namira Williams, who is a registered nurse and midwife, who also undertook a PhD in midwifery with a focus on maternity care for women with an intellectual disability. Globally, 40 to 60% of mothers with an intellectual disability have their babies or children removed from their care. While research exists on parenting children with intellectual disabilities, prior to Dr. Williams' work, there was no research into how women with intellectual disability experience the maternity system or their care providers. Dr. Williams was able to develop an understanding of why so many of these mothers have their babies removed from their care. You are now united with achievers like Dr. Williams and the people sitting around you as an alumni of this university. Our network of passionate and talented alumni stretches across the world, now comprises 161,000 members in 152 countries. You now have access to this global community, along with the opportunities for ongoing learning, professional development and personal enrichment. We look forward to watching you flourish in your careers. Look ahead with confidence, knowing you'll always be part of this university. Today is the culmination of many years of hard work, and this ceremony is a symbol of all you've experienced and achieved during your time at the University of Newcastle. This includes an acknowledgement of the support of your family and friends who've been with you every step of the way to today. To family and friends, we sincerely thank you for your important role, the role you've played in allowing these graduates to reach this milestone. And can I invite you, we all realise that each of you are here to see a very special person cross the stage. Can we encourage you to give them a cheer as they do so, because your involvement in these ceremonies really brings them to life. So a cheer within reasonable bounds, that would be great. So I now call on the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Alex Zelinsky, to introduce today's occasional speaker. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you, Chancellor. Good evening, everyone. It's great to have people here in the Great Hall again after 2 years of not proper graduations and interruptions. So wonderful to have you all here at the university, back at the university. I hope it's not the last time. You heard the Chancellor talking about being alumni, and we really do want to make sure you feel free to be involved with us and can feel like you can contribute to the university, and likewise to your family and friends who are here. So this is a public university for the community, and we'll always be here, and you're always welcome. And just it's very fitting we're having this graduation in the Great Hall. It was actually, this Great Hall was built by the community back in 1965, 66. The money was raised, and it was literally funded brick by brick by the Hunter community, and it's wonderful to see that kind of commitment. We're also about to commit a campaign for building an alumni house for our alumni in the Newcastle CBD. So I hope you can get behind that effort and can contribute, and hope to see you at Alumni House sometime. So tonight, it's my great pleasure to invite Emeritus Professor Marie Gleeson, OAM, to deliver today's occasional address. Professor Gleeson is an alumni of the University of Newcastle, graduating with a PhD from the Faculty of Medicine in 1988 in the field of immunology. Marie has held leadership positions in the health service, health policy and medical research, and was director of the Hunter Medical Research Institute, or HMRI, between 2006 and 2011. Under her leadership, HMRI increased its research funding and capability from 400 researchers to over 1,000 researchers, and secured capital funding for the construction of the research facility on the John Hunter Hospital campus. It's a wonderful facility. And rising from a laboratory scientist to the Director of Immunology for the Hunter Area Pathology Service from 2002 to 2004, Marie was named the inaugural Director of the Medical Research in the New South Wales Ministry for Science and Medical Research in 2004. She was responsible for policy development and funding of medical research across New South Wales. She was then Interim Foundation Director of New South Wales Regional Health Partners, a Commonwealth initiative for a collaboration between 8 New South Wales regional health and university organisations. Marie has maintained an active research career at our university. A major focus has been the field of exercise immunology in collaboration with the Australian Institute of Sport on the causes and control of respiratory illness in elite athletes. Important work. In 2011, Marie was awarded the Medal of the Order of Australia for services to medicine and professional associations. I'm delighted that Marie is able to join us on this very special occasion for our graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Emeritus Professor Marie Gleeson, OAM, to deliver tonight's occasional address.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, members of council, my fellow staff, members of the university, to the families and friends who are proudly here to support your graduates, welcome. But most importantly to the graduates, this is your day, so congratulations to every one of you. I would also like to acknowledge that we're meeting on Awabakal land and pay my respects to their elders, past and present, and any Aboriginal people joining us today. The majority of the graduates at this ceremony are from the School of Nursing and Midwifery. When we think of nurses, we usually think of care and compassion. The theme for my address today, though, is about courage and collaboration. Every one of you graduating today has already demonstrated courage. For the past 2 years, you have been incredibly resilient to adjust to online learning during the pandemic. This is not an easy form of learning in the health professions, as they require so much hands-on demonstration and the patient and teacher interactions. You had the courage to persevere and the agility to adjust. Courage, resilience, and agility are skills that you will need as you continue through your professional careers. You will also need to have courage to ask for help to fill in the gaps that online learning was not able to give you. You will need to recognise when to ask for help, because not asking may put a person's life at risk. Today, you are graduating at a time of unprecedented innovation in healthcare. COVID has demonstrated the need for rapid changes in the modes of delivery of healthcare. The impact of new knowledge and the pace of change of new technology means that the specialised knowledge that you attain during your undergraduate and professional degrees will almost certainly be redundant within a few years. So today is the first day of your continuous learning. Your time at this university provided you with a grounding to allow you to practice your professions as they exist today. The skills you learned have provided you with an ability to evaluate innovations and accept change that will confront you as your careers develop. You need to continue to have the courage and trust in your ability and that of the team you are working with. As new graduates today, you will no longer work as individuals in siloed disciplines, because the best healthcare comes from working as integrated teams of professionals, some who can cross traditional boundaries, but always to put the patient at the centre of the health problem. Today, patient care needs to be seamless between primary care in general practice, acute care in hospital settings, and ongoing care in community and aged care facilities, particularly those managing chronic lifelong illness. No matter what level of the health system you choose to practice in, you are now valued members of those integrated collaborative teams. Your role in healthcare is to see the patient as an individual and ensure their treatment is tailored to the person and not to the masses. Working in health is also a risky business, so the more you work as a collaborative team, the less likely are things that will unexpectedly go wrong. So no matter how junior you are in the team, have courage. Never be afraid to speak up and question the actions about to be administered to a patient. It may be life-changing. It may save a mistake or lead to a better health outcome. To quote Simon McKeon, "The power of a well-functioning team of ordinary people is extraordinary." To the research higher degree students who are behind me, congratulations on completing your apprenticeship. You have demonstrated the ability to be an independent researcher, to think, analyse and evaluate. You have attained the skills to apply research principles to your future careers. The challenge now is, what do you do with your postgraduate qualifications? If you continue along the research path, I can assure you, you have chosen a very rewarding but a difficult pathway. You need to have courage in your ability in the pathway you take. You will need to work in collaboration with others to ensure your success. The decline in funding in medical research in Australia means you have to be very good at what you do. You have to be in the top 10% of Australian researchers. So my few words of wisdom, if you continue down the research pathway, are initially work with an established, successful research team. Select good mentors to guide you along the research pathway, and never lose the questioning mind that led you to undertake your higher degree. For other of you with a higher degree, you may seek careers outside of research. The skills you have attained during your research career are just as valued in private, commercial and government settings. Your ability to think, analyse and evaluate are crucial in commercial innovation, government policy setting and diagnostic services. I have been fortunate to have experienced all these roles during my professional career, and all have been rewarding. But some of you may also elect to use your skills as an educator here at this university or elsewhere, and train the next generation of health professionals. So no matter what you do as a new or a high degree graduate, by working in successful teams, you will build your own reputation. Having good mentors along the way will help you understand the complicated journeys of research and career progression, whether that is in an academic or a professional setting. From experience, you will need more than one mentor throughout your career. As your professional needs change, so will your need for an appropriate mentor. My one wish for you all today is that you are open to new challenges. Have the courage to say yes to opportunities that come your way. You never know where they will take you. As an undergraduate, I thought I knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to work in a pathology laboratory. I had no idea that my career would be so diverse. 45 years ago, I graduated with a science degree from Sydney University with a passion for medical research. I've not lost that passion. I was fortunate to return to Newcastle to work in pathology at the Mater Hospital in the same year that the medical school was established at this university. This university gave me an opportunity to combine a professional career in health service pathology with a part-time PhD opportunity to progress my research love in immunology. So I challenge you all today, do you have the courage to accept the changes that await you? I hope so. I hope that you accept the challenges and become part of the innovative changes in the healthcare system of the future. Congratulations on your achievements today. Celebrate this day with family and friends. It is a very special day, and you have my very best wishes for an exciting and rewarding future. Thank you.
Thank you indeed, Professor Gleeson. I would start by saying to our undergraduates and postgraduates, you're fortunate to have had an occasional speaker of Professor Gleeson's character. It's very hard for me to imagine a better person from whom to take some guidance, and she's been very generous with her views, and they're very clear. And to me, whilst you're in the early phases of your career, it is all about teamwork and asking, as she says, and seeking help, both from your colleagues and those above you, but later in your career, being a good mentor. And as she said at the end, have the courage to say yes, take those opportunities, because they're going to be exciting opportunities out there for all of you. So on your behalf, I'd like to thank Professor Gleeson for her very good and intensely interesting occasional address. Ladies and gentlemen, we now come to a very important aspect of this ceremony, and for this I'd like to ask all of the graduates to please stand. Graduates, would you mind standing? This is the formal bit, it won't be painful. As Chancellor of this university, I now officially confer awards to all those candidates who fulfilled the conditions for admission of that award. Congratulations. And I wonder if the audience would join me while they're on their feet in applauding the wonderful achievements of these graduates. Thank you. Graduates, please be seated. I now call on Professor Elizabeth Sullivan, Pro-Vice Chancellor for the College of Health, Medicine and Wellbeing, to present today's graduates, this evening's graduates.
Chancellor, I present to you candidates who have fulfilled the conditions for admission to awards of this university. Chancellor, Doctor of Philosophy graduates have undertaken a program of independent supervised study for the equivalent of 4 years of full-time study. These graduates have produced significant and original research outcomes, culminating in a thesis which has been independently examined by external experts of international standing. Today, the university is proud to honour a graduate who has satisfied the rigorous criteria for the award of Doctor of Philosophy. Chancellor, I present to you Wendy Blair. Dr. Blair's thesis is entitled Nurses' Recognition in Response to Unsafe Practice by Their Peers. Dr. Blair. Chancellor, a Masters by Research is a degree awarded to a graduate who has successfully completed a program of supervised research for the equivalent of up to 2 years of full-time study. Through the examination of a thesis conducted by external examiners of international standing, these graduates have demonstrated expert, specialised cognitive and technical skills and an integrated understanding of a complex body of knowledge that includes the understanding of recent developments in the field. They are able to apply this advanced body of knowledge, research principles and methods in a range of contexts to demonstrate a high level of autonomy, expert judgment and accountability. The university is proud to honour a graduate who has satisfied the rigorous criteria for the award of Master of Philosophy. Chancellor, I present Alana Gayko. Ms. Gayko's thesis is entitled An Exploration of the Diagnostic Journey of Children with Neuronal Ceroid Lipofuscinosis, NCL. Ms. Gayko.
Well done, well done.
Congratulations to these higher degree by research graduates. Chancellor, I now present graduates who have satisfied the requirements of a postgraduate award. Graduating with a Master of Applied Management Nursing, Babra Mutanda. Graduating with a Master of Mental Health Nursing and a Master of Nursing, Petsisai Murapai. Graduating with a Master of Mental Health Nursing with Distinction, Run Ning. Janelle Scully. Sinikwe Sibadan. Desma Wenham. Karen Yarnold. Ryan Zeppan Cohen. Franco Cyril. Yana Canis. Graduating with a Master of Mental Health Nursing, Baha A. Yapawi. Francis Almora. Vinitha Baby. Devendra Batari. Titilayo Bia. Felicitas Jafota. Rabinja Shapagang. Hilaria Junior Chua. Rasida Dada. Katrina Devon. Zensele Dube. Amaben Dudahatra. Jasmine Fisher. Tinu George. Beant Grewal. Angelica Gutierrez. Patricia Igbinogun. Liam Jackson. Anjali Rachel Jacob. Joyethis James. Alison John. So Tony Jose. Anish Joseph. Catherine Committee. Nawel Katiwada. David Lawson. Roshini Mary Cherian. Marie Malish. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of graduates at this time.
Thank you, Professor Sullivan. We'll now enjoy a musical interlude by India Seddon Callahan, Andy Gray and Terence Koo, performing It Don't Mean a Thing by Duke Ellington and Irving Mills. India, Andy and Terence are all graduates of our music program. Thank you.
It don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. Do-wop, 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 wop, do-wop. It don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. Do-wop, 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 wop, do-wop. Makes no difference if it's cool or hot, and you just got to get that rhythm. Everything you've got now, it don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. Yeah. Do-wop, 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 wop, do-wop.
Thank you. India, Andy and Terence. Thank you indeed. I now invite Professor Kerry Inder, Deputy Head of the School of Nursing and Assistant Dean for Wellbeing, Health and Safety, to continue presenting graduates. Thank you.
Chancellor, I present graduating with a Master of Mental Health Nursing, Mohammed Moammar. Sikanjalel Mpofu. Maria Muon. Nina Patricia Palmer. Crimson Panola. Moses Popola. Ramneet Kuhar Sani. Harpreet Sharma. Luciane Mele Val Samoa Ani Tamaulu. Lovepreet Thind. Tisan Schumer. Eleanor Vavilata. Michelle Wallace. Graduating with the Master of Midwifery Studies with Distinction, Hayley Hadfield. Graduating with a Master of Midwifery Studies, Jessica Burke. Tiani Bright. Georgina Caldwell. Kimberly Grime. Rachel Halpin. Nezreen Hatif. Claire Howlett. Kate Jarrett. Suzanne McDowell. Alana O'Reilly. Nicola Taylor Edwards. Graduating with a Master of Nurse Practitioner and Master of Nursing, Lisa Barrett. Graduating with a Master of Nurse Practitioner with Distinction, Larissa McIntyre. Graduating with a Master of Nurse Practitioner, Wichan Konthotong. Norest Mashangalika. Ty Parker. Snezana Ristvikasa. Michael Sagar. Thank you. Manisha Singh. Paula Tierney. Graduating with a Master of Nursing with Distinction, Alicia Alit Trevat. Thank you. Laura Holt. Caitlin Pilton. Naif Uriah Al-Shamari. Jesimol Joseph. Brenda Kamani. Similia Guape. Madeline Ray. Sonia Sabuni. Sue Wu. Yiki Zhang. Chancellor, I now present graduates who have satisfied the requirements of an undergraduate award. Graduating with a Bachelor of Midwifery with distinction, Kelly Carroll. Shannon Daly. Lucy Dinellen. Chloe Hammond. Lauren Hepp. Charlie Sams. Michelle Willard. Chloe Zielinski. Graduating with a Bachelor of Midwifery, Isabel Albertson. Emily Alston. Isabella Folder. Jocelyn Foster. Abby Hampson. Alex McDougall. Brooke Storer. Graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing with distinction, Jessie Orish. Ashley Harper. Kerry Granger. Graduating with a Bachelor of Nursing, Melody Mui. Chelsea Moss. Abby Rumble. Holly Sutherland. Brittany York. Graduating with a Bachelor of Speech Pathology with Honours, Lauren Cadman. Tanya Marsh. Paula McLennan. Graduating with a Bachelor of Chemical Engineering with Honours Class 1, Alex Weringer. Graduating with a Bachelor of Commerce, Jessica Rhodes. Graduating with a Bachelor of Communication, Dominic Robertson. Graduating with a Bachelor of Psychological Science, Charles Jackson. Graduating with a Master of Mental Health Nursing, Rumbudzi Alodea. Graduating with a Master of Mental Health Nursing, Winnie Kipitsu. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of graduates.
Thank you, Professor Inda. I now invite Ty Parker, who graduated earlier this evening with a Master of Nurse Practitioner, to speak on behalf of the graduates. Thank you, Ty.
I acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land we are meeting on today, the Awabakal people, and pay my respect to elders past, present and emerging, for they hold the memories, the traditions and the culture of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people across the nation. Sovereignty has never been ceded, it always was and always will be Aboriginal land. Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, members of the Council, staff of the University, families and friends of graduates, and most importantly, graduates. Tonight we celebrate the achievements of those you see before you. The experiences you gain through study will be something you never forget, whether you navigated the mosquito-filled bushland of campus or sat on Zoom at home in your pyjamas. The experiences, relationships, and impact is long-lasting. University's study is not something that is taken upon lightly. The trials and tribulations are part of the journey towards seeking the truth and knowledge that comes with study. We want to graduate with the tools and knowledge to change the world. Although marks, grading, and assessment are necessary to ensure that this knowledge is sufficient to truly make an impact, to put that knowledge to use, we need to truly understand its purpose. We strive for this so that we can make a difference. Your future hasn't been written yet, no one's has. Your future is whatever you make it, so make it a good one. Now we have heard this kind of talk before. Change the world, make a difference, innovation. These can seem like buzzwords that a motivational speaker would say, but I can draw on my personal experience as a healthcare provider and say that although it can seem challenging and an emotional rollercoaster ride, there is always a key focus, and that is applying change to improve upon that which we observe. You can't stop change any more than you can stop the suns from setting. You strive to fix all the problems in the world, but you know you can't. It can seem frustrating and demoralising, but knowing that you're not in this alone, you have supports, colleagues and family, makes it seem that little bit easier. Whether you cure a disease or help a stranger through grief when a loved one is dying, whether it's inventing a new healthcare strategy that will resolve a staffing crisis, or working to close a gap in Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander healthcare, or you actively listen to the concerns of a person and provide guidance on how to manage a new medication prescribed to them. if you win a Nobel Prize, or show empathy to a scared trans youth in crisis by affirming their gender. These are all things that change the world. You may even want to just have the best opportunity for a career where you can appropriately support your family, or learn something new that may expand your knowledge of the world. So I ask this of you graduates, are you ready to change the world? This reminds me of a quote by a famous doctor. Don't dream it, be it. If you have a dream, don't let it sit there, floating among the stars, out of reach, abstract and unattainable. Be your dream, make it happen, change the world. Another teacher once said, do or do not, there is no try. Working wholeheartedly to make our dreams reality requires commitment to the most serious and determined pursuits. Do not just try, either make it happen or fail and learn from your mistake. Turn failure into a lesson that allows you to grow. Do not let ego and pride get in the way of allowing failure to shape you for the better. So I ask you again, graduates, are you ready to change the world? I like to think of the world from a viewpoint of optimistic nihilism. Now that might seem contradictory in itself already, but trust me, it makes sense. Optimistic nihilism is the viewpoint that nothing matters. There is no meaning to life. You have no predefined purpose. There is no grand plan for you. But that means your life's meaning is created by you. Your focus determines your reality. If you only get one shot at life, that's scary, but it also sets you free. Close your eyes and count to 1. That's how long forever feels. If you're already 25 now and you live to 100 years old, you only have 3,900 weeks left. If you live to 70, then it's only 2,340. If the universe ends, then every mistake and humiliation you suffered won't matter in the end. If the universe has no principles, if it has no purpose, then we get to dictate what that purpose is. There is so much to do, but if you only have one chance, there is no reason not to make it count. Not to have fun and live as happy as possible. Bonus points if you get to help other people along the way. I ask you one more time, graduates, are you ready to change the world? I'll leave you with this last quote. Pass on what you have learned, strength, mastery, but weakness, folly, failure also. Yes, failure most of all. The greatest teacher failure is. We are what they grow beyond. That is the true burden of all masters. So let us sincerely thank the academics that guided you to where you are today, and to the graduates for their commitment to greatness and striving to change the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Ty, for speaking so well on behalf of your colleagues and for speaking so thoughtfully. I think it's very true that for all of you in this room, there'll be many occasions when you are the most important person in the world to somebody who's in a distressing situation. And you have the power to change the world, and cumulatively, obviously, you have so much more power. So the point of your speech is well taken, and that's an exciting prospect. So thank you very much. The only thing I didn't like about your speech, I did that little bit of arithmetic from my perspective about the number of sleeps left, and that spoiled my night. Thank you, Ty. That was a lovely speech. I hope the audience has enjoyed the ceremony this evening, and I thank you for joining the university community in the celebration of the awarding of degrees. I've only got myself to blame. I invited you to make some noise, and you did. So that was good, and that helped bring the ceremony to life. So thank you all very much. Before I declare the ceremony concluded, though, I'd like to ask that this time the graduates remain seated, and for everyone else, my colleagues and the audience, to stand and join me in applauding their wonderful success. Thank you all very much. I now declare the ceremony concluded, and I invite you to join us in the graduate reception area in the Brennan Room to continue celebrating this very special event together. And in conclusion, graduates, for a final time, congratulations. It's a wonderful achievement, particularly under the circumstances. And we in the university are quite convinced that you have the knowledge and the values to go out there and make a wonderful difference. So as Ty has invited you, go out and make a difference. Thanks very much.